Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about another AI tool which is one of the very refined ones that I personally use as well for research and literature review. This tool is called Answer This. You can also check my other long form video which has a lot more description and a hands-on tutorial of Answer This, and I'm going to share the link. And today I'm sharing some more features of this. So let's get started. When you go to answerthis.io, you'll get this, which is their main page. And I want to start by sharing with you explore more tools. So if you go down further, you get to see these options of other tools. Let's go ahead with Research Gap Finder. And you get to see further information on how you can actually use the tool to the best. You need to be specific about the research area, include relevant keywords, and you can even mention specific methodology that you're looking for, and if you want to find interdisciplinary gaps. All right. So in my last video, I used climate change as an example. So I'm going to continue that, and I'm going to find an interdisciplinary gap. So let's use Research Gap Finder to say, there we go. I have two columns here. The left part is about the Research Gap Finder. It is, if I scroll down, it's showing me the tools that it has used. So there, it searched the academic papers, found 116 papers on it. And if I go further down, I have description in bullet points of the papers that they have found. This is amazing because I can skim through the topics and I can find whichever is interesting for me. And on the right side, I have papers. So if I want to just click on the first one, it says PDF available. There's a DOI, which is the link. What I can further do is to chat with the paper. So if I click chat, I would be able to start interacting with that particular paper and get to know more findings from that paper. So if I say, summarize me this paper and find the research gap. All right, now what I would do is just drag it here so I get like a wide view of it. We got a lot of information of the summary and identification of gaps. I have introduction, the methodology, research gap, and future directions. I can look at the ones that possibly would be of my interest and then work along with that. If I want to interact further and work on one of these research gaps, and I don't know how to now write the prompt or continue with one of these research gaps. I'm going to pick the third one, which is unexplored role of different socio-economic and cultural groups. So this answer this is also going to help me in creating a prompt to get further information for this particular topic that I'm getting deep into. So how do we do that? We go back to the main page, and if you see here, prompt helper, I'm going to click down and it says select the tool. We select here, and what I have in it a couple of sentence starters. So if I want a literature review on something, if I want to find relevant studies on something, if I want to ask a question from PDF. So this is basically going to help me in the direction of how I can ask the question to get better information from the AI. Now, let's see if I want to find relevant studies on, then it says write your research area. And then I say create. And it has created the whole sentence for me up there. And I will click search. And there we go. So again, on the left side, I have all the paragraphs and information jotted down as one single document. And on the right side, I have the relevant papers. All right, so let me go ahead and save a couple to library. It's going to say add into the library. And then I can save this one to library, and this one, and so on. Now I want to show you how to actually use more filters while you're writing the prompt in the query. So going back to the main page, ask any questions. So I'm going to write the similar one. All right, now I've written my question. What I can do is I can click here, type. Do I want a full review? Do I want a quick Q&A? Let's go with full review. Sources. Would it just be papers? Can I also upload a PDF? So I can also add an attachment. This is the attachment side here. I can search all over the internet. I would like to click that too. So now I have two sources that I will search information from. And the third one is library. So I clicked save on a couple of papers and it went to my library. And if I click library here, This is the library that I have created on my Answer This profile. And then the mode, you want the light one or the pro one? Let's go ahead and try the pro just to show you. And when you see here, I have more filters. Then you get to see further information like how many citations it should have and choose the database. So should it be from Semantic Scholar or PubMed? Then the web search, all websites or just the government websites or just the education website. Journal quality, let's go with Q till Q1 and Q2. And then publication date. If I'm very specific to when the data was published, if I want a recent study, I would write down that I just want from 2023 to 2025 and so on. And then you click submit search. Once you submit it, it will start going to use all the filters that we have given it and skim through and give us the relevant information. And there we go. It has headings like the cultural values and climate change, the complex interactions and recommendations. And then if we go down, we see the citation. One of the major features that I quite like about Answer This is changing the citation styles. So you see under the document, I have my citations and I can change the citation style. It's super easy. It's not as lethargic as it used to be. If I click on here, I get all the options of the citation. So there's APA, there is Chicago, Harvard, and currently Chicago is selected. So I'm going to change it. It will change the references and the citation in the document as well. Let's say if I do IEEE, and you see now the document will only have the numbers, which is the style of IEEE citation. So you see this automatically works with one click and it will do wonders. Now comes another feature, which is to see some analysis. Let's go to library and let's click on environmental sciences, which is one of my libraries. And you see here the option of bibliometric analysis. So let's understand here. I'm going to click a couple of papers. Let's go with the first 5 and 6 papers, and I'm going to say bibliometric analysis. And I think this is one of the fun ones because you get to understand your whole library, you get to understand what information you have gathered from the references that is there. Then I also get to see word clouds. Now, why is this exactly helpful? When I am doing literature review, I get all this information packed into these analysis, and this will help me create my own publication. If I look at the title count and if I compare it with the number of citations, I will get to choose the word that is very much effective. And then if I go further down, I would get to see the terms with the frequencies, and you see understanding, information, the impact, and also with the authors, I get to see who are the top authors and what impact they have had in the studies. And just to show you what other tools are there, if I click on tools, I'll get to see the other tools that you can play around and explore, which includes writing. So there's AI essay writer, there is paraphraser, then for the research analysis, I have other tools. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comment section what more questions do you have for research and regarding AI. Until my next one, bye.